Well, this is a little bit of a surprise, huh? I mean, sure, we did get the extra CCC banner, with Melta Lilith, we have Passion Lip, we have King Protea. They all come back to celebrate that Seraph is going to be free, you don't have to spend any of your rare mana prisms or nothing for it. But this was completely unprecedented, giving us a BB and Emiya altar banner. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but it is very, very strange. As you guys can see, I I did make the attempt to go for Summer BB. I was talking on stream how I'm just going to be saving up for Ruler Moriarty, but then they throw this at me, and I'm like, well, okay, you throw Summer BB at me, I kind of got to go for it. But it's very strange in the way that we're already going to get a Summer BB rerun in like 2 or 3 months when we get the Seraph Grail front. So I don't know, like, I'm not hating on it. I actually really like the idea of bringing out these limited 5 stars, especially guys like, say, Oberon, giving him an extra rate up. Summer BB, who, is not only going to be a decent farmer, I would say, but very important in certain setups for her third skill, more than farming, because of her ability to lock down cards is super, super invaluable in specific setups, right? So I don't mind giving her a second rate up, especially if you don't care about Arjuna Alter's rate up, you don't care about Super Bunyan, the Trunk Sisters, maybe you're like me, you've already bagged Morgan, so you don't care that she's coming back. So, you would just have to be waiting for her to come back around for the Seraph Grail front, but now you don't really have to wait for that. You can get 2 attempts, right? So now at the very least with your Clairvoyance EX that even if you get absolutely booty blasted on this attempt, you at least have a second one, right? You at least get another shot in a good couple of months. Now, if you're asking me if you should summon on this banner, that is kind of up to your own prerogative. The next couple of months, like I just said at the beginning, I'm saving for Ruler Moriarty just because I think Ruler Moriarty is very, very sick. Just the little bit I know about Trom from the translations we got when it first came out 2 years ago, which can't believe it's been 2 years. That's absolutely nuts. Time really does fly. But based on what I know, I really want to go for him. But it's really up to you, right? There's not a whole lot of must summons coming out. I know I do that occasionally for the titles of like, this guy is a must summon, but you don't really have that for the next couple of months. I mean, even moving into, Anniversary, you don't really even need Arcaweed, right? Like, if you've already got Arjuna Altar, you've already got Morgan, or you really have an NP5 Summer BB, I guess, like some random extra class AoE, you'll probably be fine with them, right? Like, you don't really need Arcaweed. You don't need Ruler Moriarty. He's okay, but I'm not going to say that he's particularly broken or anything. You don't need Charlemagne. Like, Charlemagne is okay. I would say that someone like Krimhild is very, very helpful if you're able to bag her when she comes out for Trom, because she's just a very, very strong single target Arts Berserker, right? Which is just good. You can bring him to a lot. Has a 50% battery, so she's just really, really solid in that avenue. But, I mean, unironically, the best unit that's probably going to be coming out for, I can't even say coming out, but just, I guess, even having a rerun is probably Arjuna Altar. He's probably like the most quote-unquote must-summon unit you gotta go for, or, I mean, even Morgan, who's making their return, just because of how good they are at doing Buster Looping. Morgan maybe a little bit more so than Arjuna Altar, because you can also use her super effectively in Challenge Quest, but, I mean, you can also do that for Arjuna Altar, I suppose. He can just blitz through content, whereas Morgan traditionally is going to slow and steady wins the race type deal. But, I mean, as far as advising people, I can't really tell you to not summon on the banner. It's not like it's not a bad idea. Like I mentioned, you can use her really well in Buster comps, but also Summer BB team comps in particular are really fun to use. Like, and she's irreplaceable in those because no one else does what her third skill does. Being able to lock and remove all of the RNG from, like, finding your cards is indispensable. It is absolutely ridiculous. We've gotten people that can change their NP types or their card types or everything, but we haven't gotten anything like this ever again. I think it's her whole gimmick, and that's the only one that we have not gotten repeated. Maybe card shuffling is the only other one, but that one's not nearly as impactful. The whole locking thing is crazy. Because think about it, like, Melusine can change her card type just like Space Ishtar. She can change from AoE or single target to AoE. Summer Bargus can change from single target or AoE. Tolmaius can become a buster or a arts unit, right? He can also change his hits and everything. We're getting more and more of those units. We still do not have somebody that can do the summer BB thing, which is ridiculous because it's so broken. It's so crazy. And if you asked, I think, like, the average FGO player, they'd be like, oh, no, 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 no. Changing your hits or changing your card type is absolutely crazy. But look at Tolmaius. Like, Tolmaius came out, and it's like he's a really good unit, but shrug, he's not really needed. He's nice to have, I suppose, but you don't need him. But if you want to do specific team comps, you need Summer BB for her third skill, right? And sure, you could always just bring a friend, but that doesn't allow you to, like, double up on supports, or something along those lines, where maybe after your 3 turns of BB are done, you want to bring in another Koyanskaya, like, get her cooldown going again, so that you can try to fire her NP, or not her NP, but her third skill again very quickly. You just can't do it. It's just like no one does it like Summer BB. It doesn't mean that she's like one of the most broken units in the game, but she's just really good. So I can't deny if you want to go for her. And having Emiya Alter on here is, I understand, probably not everybody's prerogative. I know not really most people care too much about Emiya Alter. He's in Shinjuku and Seraph. That's really about it. And even in those stories, doesn't have the most screen time. I mean, it's just like, hey, we gave Emiya an Alter. Isn't that kind of quirky and weird? But he's good. Like, he can do some pretty good damage with him. He's not, like, crazy or anything in particular, but not a bad consolation prize. Like, compared to, say, going for Suzuka as a 4-star, where Suzuka definitely feels like she really needs some help, and, like, her whole thing of wanting to gen stars on a Buster AoE NP, she just doesn't do it as well as, like, your Emiyas, your Raikos, your Iskandars. Just doesn't really do it the same. Or, like, getting Passion Lip, which, as much as I think Lip is a big sweetie pie, she's not very good. She's really not all that great. So having a consolation prize of, like, the hardest hitting single target arts archer, or just even the single target archer in the game that we have, for free, by the way, just no gimmicks involved, he just does really big damage, I think is nice. And if you're going to go hard on the banner, you're probably going to get him at, like, NP3 at the very least, going hard being, like maybe over 5 multis, right? If you're really going to go in on it, that's really nice. The only thing that kind of sucks is the CEs. The CEs aren't particularly great. I mean, I'm a huge Gil simp, but even I'm like, I don't really use the CE. I'm leveling it up just because it has Gil on it. That's really it. I don't know if I'll actually ever use it, but let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be summoning on this banner. Like I said, very, very good unit, very unique, and does her unique role very well that nobody else has done, and we're not going to get anybody that does the same thing in at least the next 2 years, because, we have a 2-year roadmap ahead of us. So she's crazy. You can do a lot of fun stuff with her. And again, if you don't care about doing complicated team comps, or you don't really want to explore that, 1, it's BB, and who doesn't love BB? And then 2, you can use her for farming, right? Which she's going to get a buff that makes her damage a bit better. So even though she kind of hits like a wet paper towel right now, she'll be a bit better later. So I think it's very good. Let me know if you're going to be summoning in the comments down below. And I hope this video can be a catalyst of sorts to, help you out if you're going to be going on and summoning. Light up your BB candles, get your Fumos or whatever out, whatever your catalyst is for Summer BB. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Obviously, I did not get her. I got absolutely booty blasted, but you know what? I'm going to use the daily, normal daily singles. Who would call them fraudulent? They're definitely not daily disappointments, but wish me good luck, and I wish the rest of you guys good luck on this banner. I'll probably drop a video talking about Summer BB since I don't think I've done an evaluation for her, but she's very, very fun. So yeah, with that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace, late guys.